Hello friends, in last lecture we started the new chapter, that is arithmetic progression. In that we saw the definition of um, arithmetic progression, then we saw some terminology, that is first term, common difference. Okay, we also saw some question that how to obtain the first 3 or 4 terms of AP, or how to determine whether the given sequence is an AP or not. Now in this lecture we'll see that how to find the general term of an AP. For example, first few terms of AP is given and we are asked to find the nth term. For example, 100th term, 19th term, 17th term. So how to find that term, that we'll see in this lecture. So heading is general term or nth term. General term or nth term of an AP. We have to find the general term or the nth term of an AP. See, suppose first term of AP is, suppose first term of AP is A and its common difference and its common difference is and its common difference is D, then AP will be, I can first term A, then second term A plus D, isn't it? First term A, then common difference is D, so I will add D to get the next term. So A plus D, then A plus D plus D, that is A plus 2D, then A plus 2D plus D. Simply what I have to do, I have to add D in the previous term to get the next term. Over here when I add D, I will get A plus D. Over here when I add D, I will get A plus 2D. Over here when I add D, so I will get A plus 3D, and so on. And in the similar way I will get the nth term. Now see, this is the first term. Okay, first term. So this is A, and see, the coefficient of D is 0. Okay, coefficient of D is 0, that means 1 less than the position of the term. Now when I talk about the second term, it is A plus, now second term, okay, this is the second term, and in the second term coefficient of D is 1, it is 2 minus 1 into D. Okay, isn't it? Now in third term, if you observe, in the third term it is A plus coefficient of D is 2, which is 1 less than its position, 3 minus 1. So in the similar way I can find the nth term, that will be A plus n minus 1 into D, because for fourth term coefficient of D is 3, for the third term coefficient of D is 2, for the first term coefficient of D is 1, it is 1 less than its position. So if I want to find the nth term, it will be A plus n minus 1 into D. So here I will get the formula of T, or an is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. For example, if I have to find fifth term, I have to keep n equal to 5. If I have to find seventh term, I have to keep n equal to 7. If I have to find 99th term, I have to keep n equal to 99. Okay, so this is the way to get the nth term of AP. So please note it down, just you have to keep this formula in your mind. Now one thing more that I told you earlier, that if the AP has n terms, that means it has only n terms, then this will be the formula for the last term as well. So note it down, then we'll see the questions based on this formula. Okay, so after this take note. if there is a finite AP, if there is a finite AP, that means in which number of terms is fixed. Okay, if there is a finite AP and it terminates at nth term, term that is it has n terms. It has n terms. Okay, if there is a and it terminates at a term, that is it has n terms, then its last term is given by L is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. Last term plus n minus 1 into D. That means same formula, but only thing AP should be finite. It should have limited terms. Okay. So after this, note down this note, and then we'll see the questions based on this formula. Okay, now let us start some questions based on this. Okay, the very first question is find the 30th term. Find the 30th term of AP. Find the 30th term of AP 10, 7, 10, 7, 4 and dot. Okay, so how to solve this? See, we find the 30th term and we have the formula to find nth term. So first of all, we'll identify A, D and N. So here A is equal to 10, D is equal to 7 minus 10, that is minus 3, and N is equal to 30, as we have to find the 30th term. Now AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. Therefore A30, as we have to find the 30th term, we'll write A30. A is 10, N is 30, minus 1 and D is minus 3. Okay, so A30 is equal to 10 plus 29 multiplied by minus 3, or I am making it minus plus minus minus into 3. So this gives you A30 is equal to 10 minus 87. So finally A30 or the 30th term is minus of 77. Okay, so this is my final answer. 30th term of AP is minus 77. You can see this is a decreasing AP, 10, 7, 4. So it is decreasing. So but obvious, now there are positive terms. As we move ahead, definitely we'll get negative terms as well. So this is the final answer. Please note it down. Okay, now let us see the next question. Find the 11th term of AP. Find the 11th term of AP minus 3 minus 1 by 2, minus 3 minus 1 by 2, 2 and this. So again, it's very simple. What we have to do, first we'll obtain A, that is first term, then we'll obtain D, that is common difference, and then we n is given 11, then we'll find the apply the formula and we'll obtain the 11th term. So here A is equal to minus 3. Okay, here A is equal to minus 3. D is equal to minus 1 by 2 minus 3. Okay, therefore D is equal to, if I take 2 LCM, then minus 1 minus 6, therefore D is equal to minus 7 by 2. Okay, A equal to minus 3, D equal to minus 7 by 2, and n is equal to n is equal to and n is equal to 11. Now simply I will apply the formula. Now an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. This is the formula to find the nth term, a plus n minus 1 into d. So a11 is equal to a, that is minus 3, plus n, that is 11, minus 1 into d, that is minus 7 by 2. So here I will get a11 is equal to minus 3. Now again this is minus, this is plus, so minus 10 into 7 by 2. So a11 is equal to minus 3 minus 5 into 7. Okay, so a11 or the 11th term is equal to minus 3 minus 35. So finally my answer is minus 38. This is the 11th term of the AP. This is the 11th term of the AP. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now next question is, see here we saw two questions in which directly it was asked to find the an. Now if you see the formula, there are four variables which are involved: an, that is nth term, a, that is first term, n, that is the position of the term, that means 11th term, 12th term, and so on, and d is the common difference. Now among these four variables, it is quite possible three variables will be given to you and they will ask the fourth one. They might ask you to find common difference or the position of the term or the first term or an. So now we'll see some questions in which they directly won't ask the nth term, but one or two, or sorry, three variables will be given to you and you have to obtain the value of the fourth variable. So next question is, for an AP, A is first term, D is common difference, an is nth term, find the unknowns. Find the unknowns. Okay, in this first one, A is, D is 3, N is 8, an you have to find. Second one, A is minus 18. Okay, D you have to find. Okay, then N is 10, AN is 0. N is 10, AN is 0. Find D. Let me write one more question. Third one. Okay, A is minus 18.9. Then D is 2.5. AN is 3.6. You have to find N. This first you have to do at your home, because we saw how to find AN if D, A and N are given. I'll start from second one. We'll see the second question. Okay. So let us start the second one. Okay. Solution of second. A, AN and D are given. So there is a formula which connect these four variables is AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. Now what I have to do, I have to keep the values of known variables, then I will be able to get the value of unknown variable. So here AN is 0, A is minus 18 plus N, that is 10 minus 1, and D that I have to obtain. So see here minus 18 I can take it on right hand side, sorry left hand side. So this will become 18 is equal to 9D. Therefore D is equal to 18 by 9. Therefore D is equal to 2. Okay, so this is the value of D. Okay, it's easy. Simply you have to remember the formula. You have to keep the values of knowns to get the value of unknown. So please note it down, then we'll see the third one. Now let us see the third one over here. Okay, A, D, A, N, N. So again formula is A n equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. Okay, here A n is given 3.6, A is given 18.9 plus N minus 1, and D is given 2.5. So it's very easy in sense that you have to just, we can say this is just an equation in which N is unknown whose value we have to obtain. So this can be done in this way, that is 3.6 is equal to 18.9. Okay, or better to take 18.99 on this side. Okay, minus 18.9 is equal to N minus 1 into 2.5. Now their difference 15.3 minus 15.3 because it is negative is equal to N minus 1 multiplied by 2.5. So here now for the minus 15.3 is equal to 2.5 and minus 2.5. Okay, so further it will become, okay, so there is a small change actually here. A equal to minus 18.9. Okay, this A equal to minus 18.9, so this will become plus 18.9. Okay, so here it will become 5 22.5 is equal to N minus 1 multiplied by 2.5. So here I can write 22.5 upon 2.5 is equal to n minus 1. So this gives you, okay, this 22.5 and this, so we can cancel this, we can remove this decimal by 5. 25 nines are 1 225, so 9 equal to n minus 1, so ultimately n is equal to 10. Okay, so this is my final answer, n is equal to 10. Okay, so make this correction here, a equal to minus of 18.9 instead of plus 18.9, because if we take it plus, we'll get the value of n is negative, where n is the position, it cannot be negative. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll see the one more question in the same. See, here we saw how to find d, how to find n. Now we'll see how to find a. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, in fourth it is given d is equal to minus 3, n equal to 18, n is equal to 18, a n equal to minus 5, a n equal to minus 5, then you have to obtain the value of a. Okay, so let us see. Okay, so again we apply the formula, that is a n is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, a n is minus 5, a is that we have to obtain, n is 18 and d is minus 3. Okay, so on solving it further, here it is minus 5 is equal to a plus, or I can make it negative because this is positive negative. 18 minus 1, 17 into 3. So minus 5 is equal to a minus 51. So a is equal to minus 5 plus 51. So here a is equal to 45. A is equal to 46 plus 46. The final answer, a is equal to 46. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Okay, next question is, in the following a piece the missing term. Next question is, in the following a piece find the missing terms. Okay, in this first one is 5, then question mark, then 9 integer 1 by 2. Now, or if I write 5 comma x comma y comma 9 integer 1 by 2, so you have to find missing term x and y, or you have to find these terms on where question mark is placed. So let us see how to find this. See, if we see, we can say that here first term is given and the last term is given, as well as number of terms are given. How many terms are there? 4 terms are there. So here a is equal to 5, n is equal to 4, and l, that is a and last term, is equal to 9 integer 1 by 2. Okay, so using the formula of last term or using the formula of nth term, we can find the value of d. Now I can say L is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Therefore I can say 9 integer 1 by 2. See, this is the last term because there are only 4 terms. So, but obviously this is the last term, is equal to a, that is 5 plus n, that is 4 minus 1 into d. So this gives you d, and as soon as you will get d, it is easy to find the any term of the AP. So this is actually 9.5. Okay, I am taking this 5 over here, is equal to 3d. So this gives you 4.5 is equal to 3d, and ultimately you will get d is equal to 1.5. Okay, so after getting d, definitely it is easy to get the value of, see, actually in other words I can say here I have to find second term and the third term. So now x, okay, x is equal to a2. Okay, second term, that is x is equal to a plus 2 minus 1 into d. Okay, therefore x is equal to, now what is a? 5, and 2 minus 1 is 1, that is d. So x is equal to 5 plus 1.5, that is x is equal to 6.5. Okay, after finding second term, I can get the third. There are two ways. Either I apply the formula to get the value of y, that is third term is equal to a plus 2 minus 1 into d, or simply I can say y is equal to a3, therefore y is equal to a2 plus d, isn't it? Any term is the previous term plus common difference, so I can say a2 plus d. So y is equal to a2, that is x plus d. So y is equal to, x is 6.5 and d is 1.5. So ultimately I will get the value of y 6.5 plus 1.5, that is y is equal to 8. Okay, so in this way we can find the missing term. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, we'll see one more question of the similar time, that means in which we have to find the missing term. So next sum is, okay, next is minus 4, no, it will be almost similar to this. So question mark 13, question mark 3. Okay, question mark 13, then question mark 3, or I can, it is given x comma 13 comma y comma 3. Okay, so again here, in other words I can say I have second term, okay, a2, as well as I have last term, as well as I have number of terms. So here I can say what I have here, a2 is equal to 13, okay, and what we have, L is equal to 3, and what we have, N is equal to 4. So now we'll start with a2. Now a2 is equal to 13, but according to formula a2 should be a plus 2 minus 1 into D, isn't it? That is 13. So A is actually X. So X plus D is equal to 13. Here I can say I have one relation between A and D or X and D, whatever you say. Now after this I can say now L is equal to L equal to 3. That means last term of this AP is 3, isn't it? This is the last term. The formula of last term is A plus n minus 1 into D is equal to 3. And A X, first term is X. So X plus 4 minus 1 into D, that is equal to 3. So X plus 3D is equal to 3. So now actually I can say here arithmetic progression is over and linear pair of linear pair in two linear pair of equation in two variable get start. We have two equations, x plus d equal to 13, x plus 3d equal to 3. By solving these two I will be able to get the value of x, and when I get x it is easy to get the third term. Okay, so let's say this was equation number 1 and let this was equation number 2. Now solving first and second. Now I'm going to show the complete solution at how this got. Simply I am writing on subtracting now second subtract equation 1 from 2. Okay, equation 2 minus equation 1. So x minus x, 3d minus d, that is 2d is equal to 3 minus 13, that is minus 10. Okay, so this gives you value of d. D is equal to minus 5. Okay, d equal to, now when you put d equal to minus 5 over here, you will get the value of x. Now on putting d equal to minus 5 in first, we get what we get, x is equal to 18. So here we got the our first value, that is x equal to 18. So here it 18. Okay, now you can simply see 18 minus 5 gives you 13. So 13 minus 5 gives you 8. So here this y should be 8, or we can see y if there isn't any difficulty to find. Now y is equal to a3, isn't it? This is the first term, second term and third term. So y is equal to a3. So therefore I can say y is equal to a plus 2d. Okay, now if you put the value, so y is equal to, now a is what? A is x, that is 18 we obtained over here. So 18 plus 2, okay, y is equal to a is 18 plus 2 into minus 5, that is y is equal to 18 minus 10, so y is equal to 8. So here I got the value of y as well. Okay, so please note it down. This is x and that is, now you can see first term is 18, then 13, then 8, then 3. Okay, so this is again a decreasing AP. So please note it down. Then we come to the next variety of question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Question number Next question is, which term of AP, question is, which term of AP 3, 8, 13, 18, 3, 8, 13, 18 up to is 78, is is 78. Okay, you have to find that which term of this AP, whether ninth term, 11th term, 13th term, which term of this AP is 78. So see, it is given this is an AP, so here we can find A, that is 3, we can find D, that is D is 8 minus 3, that is 5. Now suppose the nth term of AP is 78. First of all, we have to consider, let the AP has n terms and the term of AP is 78. I can say I am considering the last term of the AP is 78. So suppose nth term AP, suppose the nth term of AP is 8. Okay, suppose the nth term of AP is 78. It means what? It means I can say an equal to 78, isn't it? It means an equal to 78. An, formula of an is a plus n minus 1 into d, that is equal to 78, isn't it? Nth term, I assumed that nth term of AP is, nth term of given AP is 78. So it an equal to 78, therefore a plus n minus 1 b equal to 78. Now here a is 3 plus n that we have to find, which term, third term, fourth term, seventh term, that we have to find, and d is 8 minus 3, that is 5, is equal to 78. Okay, so 3 plus 5 n minus 5 equal to 78, that is 5n minus 2 is equal to 78. Therefore I can say 5n is equal to 80. Okay, when 2 will go on that side, 78 plus 2, 80. Therefore n is equal to 80 divided 5, therefore n is equal to 16. It means 16th term of the given AP, therefore I can say, therefore 16th term of given AP is 78. If you want to cross check, find the 16th term. Okay, then you will find definitely it is 78. So please note it down, then we'll see next question. Okay, so next question is, find the number of terms of the given AP. Okay, now we have to find how many terms are there in the given AP. Okay, so next question is, find the number of terms find the number of terms in the AP 18, 15, 1 by 2. AP is 18, then 15 integer 1 by 2, then 13 and so on. This is an AP and you have to identify that how many terms this AP has. Okay, to determine how many terms one AP contains, first of all AP should be finite. Okay, the AP which is given over here is infinite, because there three dots show that it will go endlessly on the right hand side. So for the given AP, definitely it is not possible to find the number of until unless last term is not given. So here last term is given, and that is minus 47. So actually given AP is 18 comma 15 integer 1 by 2 comma 13 up to minus 47. Okay, this is the AP which is given to you, and you have to find the number of terms it contains or it has. Okay, number of terms, that means what you have to find? N. See, almost similar questions we are doing here. A is given, D is given. Directly it is not given, but if first two terms are given, we can find the D. So A is given, D is given, N is given, minus 47, it is the last term. So we have to find N. So we'll start. Suppose AP has N terms. Suppose AP has N terms. Now AN is equal to minus 47. Okay, as AP has N terms and this is the last term, that means AN equal to minus 47. Okay, so A plus N minus 1 into D is equal to minus 47. Formula of is A plus N minus 1 into D. Now A is what? 18 plus N minus 1. What is N? That we have to find. Okay, N is not given. We have to find N. We assume AP has N terms. And D is 15 integer 1 by 2 minus 18. So here you can write how you obtain D. D is, this is actually 15.5 minus 18. So D is 2.5. Okay, with minus sign. Isn't it? It's a AP, but obvious common difference will be negative. So minus 2.5 is equal to minus 47. Okay, is equal to minus 47. Okay, this is D is equal to. Okay, now if I solve it further, this will become 18, then minus 2.5 N plus 2.5 is equal to minus 47. Okay, D is minus 2.5, just I kept the value of D, and over here multiplication. So minus 2.5 into N, minus 2.5 N, minus 2.5 into minus 1 plus 2.5. Now actually to obtain the value of N, so I keep this term containing N on the left hand side, then I will take remaining all terms on the right hand. So here I can write minus 2.5 N is equal to minus 47 minus 18 plus, sorry, minus 2.5. Okay, minus 47 minus 18 2.5. So further get minus 2.5 N is equal to minus 65 minus 2.5. So minus 2.5 N, therefore minus 2.5 N is equal to minus 67.5. Therefore N is equal to minus 67.5 divided by minus 2.5. Now N is equal to 675 upon 25. Now we have to divide it by 5, or we can divide it directly by 25. 25 2s are 50, then 7s are 25. So N equal to 27. Please note it down, then we'll see the next question. So I hope you got the concept. Okay, A is given, D is given, N is given. They are asking the N. In short, if we see, this is the question. First term is given, as second term is given, it means D is given, as well as last term is given, that means AN is given. And we have to obtain the value of N. Okay, now next question. Check whether minus 150 check whether minus 150 is a term of AP. Okay, now there is a term which is given to identify whether that term belongs to that AP or not. Okay, so let's just see how to solve this. Question is, check check whether minus 150 check whether minus 150 is a term of AP, is a term of AP. Now AP is given 11852. AP is given 11, 8, 5, 2 dot. Okay, so we have to check whether minus 50 is a term of this AP or not. See, first of all, this is negative, this is decreasing AP, so there is a definitely possibility that we'll get minus 150 as a term of the AP. For example, if the question is like that, check whether plus 150 is a term of AP, but obvious without solving we can say, because this is decreasing AP, so the terms further we'll get will be negative only. Now here it is minus 50. It might be a term, we can't sure. It is negative, so there is a possibility. So we'll assume, we say let minus 150 is the nth term of AP. Okay, if it is a term of AP, definitely it has some position, might be it is 19th term, 20th term, 29th term, 39th term, whatever. Definitely it has a position. So I'm assuming let minus 150, or suppose minus 150 is a term of given AP. Therefore, as I assume this is the, I'm assuming, suppose minus 150 is nth term of AP. Okay, I'm not only assuming, I'm assuming it is the nth term of AP. Suppose minus 150 is nth term of AP. As it is the nth term of AP, it means I can say an equal to minus 150. Okay, it is the nth term, so that means value of that term is minus 150. Now on applying the formula, a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to minus 150. Now suppose if I solve this and I get n equal to 7 for a while, so, or let it be 37. Okay, if I get n equal to 37, I can simply say yes, 37th term of AP is minus 150. But if I solve this and if I get n equal to negative or fraction p upon q, then definitely minus 150 won't be the term of the given AP. Why? Because n is the position, it should be natural number only. Okay, you can't say anyone that my rank is 3.7. Rank is either 3 or the 7. Position is a natural number. It cannot be in fraction, it cannot be negative, it cannot be decimal. Okay, so let us see while by solving this what we are getting n. So A is 11 plus n that we have to obtain. D is 8 minus 11, that is minus 3, is equal to minus 150. So here you have to write how you got D. D is equal to 8 minus 11, that is minus 3. Okay, so on solving it further, 11, now minus 3n plus 3 is equal to minus 150. 50. Okay, now as I have to find the value of n, so what I have to do, I have to take remaining all variables on the all constants on the another side. So 3 is 14, so minus 3n equal to minus 150 minus 14. So this gives you minus 3n is equal to minus 164. Okay, now if it is divisible by 3, definitely n will be a natural number, because minus and minus sign are going to cancel each other. So let us see over here. Therefore I can say n is equal to minus 164 upon minus 3. Okay, therefore I can say n is equal to, okay, therefore n is equal to, or here I can say therefore n is 164 by 3. If I solve it or simplify it, it will become this, which is not a natural number. So here I will write here n is not a natural number, n is not a natural number, therefore I can conclude, therefore minus 150 is not a term of the given AP. Okay, concluding line I am writing over here, therefore minus 150 is not a term of given AP. Okay, because this is not a natural number. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, so next question is, okay, next question is, we'll see similar question. Next question is, check whether 111 is a term of AP minus 9 minus 6 minus 3 or not. Okay, so it is almost similar to that. We have to check whether 111 is a term of the AP or not. So again we start in the same way. Suppose nth term of AP is 111, therefore I can write an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, as I am assuming this is the nth term, so an equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Therefore 111 is equal to, now a is minus 9 plus n minus 1 d. Okay, over here if you find d, what you will get, d is minus 6 minus minus 9, that is d is equal to minus 6 plus 9, that is d is equal to 3. Okay, that is 3. Therefore I can say 111 plus 9 is equal to 3n minus 3. Okay, so here I will get 120 plus 3 is equal to 3n. Therefore 3n is equal to 123. Okay, I got the value of 3n. So Therefore n is equal to 123 upon 3. Therefore n is equal to 41. So as n is natural, as n is a natural number, therefore triple one is, see here we got two information. Definitely it's a term of the AP, although it is 41st term. Therefore triple one is the 41st term of given AP. Okay, so please note it down. Okay, so that is all about today's lecture. Now in next lecture we'll see some more questions based on the same formula. Till then, bye. Thank you. Take care. Stay at home.